Hey guys, this is Princess here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Infiltration report for November of 2020. So first off, we have the new story content for Arc 3, Chapter 3, Part 1. So this is the, what is it called, the artwork for it, and it is really beautiful to look at. And as you can see, it features Kamlanot, Eldnarsh, Caius, and this girl Iroha. So starting on October 30th, the story will involve Eldnarsh and Caius, and for some reason, I honestly don't know about this, but Lightning and Sarah's costumes come back. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna assume something's gonna happen with them, but you never know. But what's also cool about this is that mentioned over on the top somewhere, or sorry, over here, is that Eldnarsh's Burst and Noel's LD will be featured. Both characters also get a rework, and two of their banners are going to be featured, and the first poll will be free. And they've also added Eldnarsh stickers on here, which is kind of funny. So the synergy characters and level 80 awakening characters, except for Eld, are going to be Sid, Kate Sith, Irvine, Noel, and Lise. And then if we go down here, so the 7-star armor that we have now is for Lena, Leo, Raijin, and Charlotta, and then Noel and Eldnarsh will have realizable armor. So our next event character for November, it's pretty much already spoiled, but yeah, it is Iroha from Final Fantasy XI. But the hint here that they give is that she's a chief priestess from a future that was brought to ruin, who also has a deep connection with the Phoenix. So she's going to be releasing around in mid-November, which is, I think, also the time where Chapter 3, Part 2 is going to be available. So it's kind of like what they did with Theodore and Mog. Then we have the World of Illusions campaign. So basically, this will be from October 30th to November 13th. And the characters mentioned previously are all going to have super synergy for World of Illusions Ultimate and for Divine World of Illusions Diablos. So if you don't have Diablos leveled up, or if you're missing some some summon boards for some characters, now's a good chance to take advantage of this. Next, we have the new content, which is the 6-character quest. This was mentioned briefly back in October, but it is going to be releasing in mid-November, and co-op battles are going to be the main point of this. So players can set 2 teams. One will be for the front, and another will be for the back, and you can switch between them in battle. And mentioned here on the top, you have a chance of encountering Gilgamesh, and if you defeat him, you will be rewarded with high armor tokens, as you can see right over here, and you can exchange them for other treasures, like for like gems or for tickets or anything else you're missing. And a new burst is also going to be featured on here, so keep your eyes peeled. It could be anyone. Next up is the November Lost Chapters, which is going to be for Strago and Kurasame. There's no details on the second LD yet, not any that I know of personally, but I guess we'll just wait for the Chocobo boards to come out, and maybe they can tell us what who's going to get the LD, because like I remember they did that when 9 came out, and one of the boards mentioned that you had to use Fujin, so that kind of gave it away. Next up, we have the producer notes. So first are the character reworks. So Eldnarsh and Noel will have a rework on October 30th. Ash will be on November 5th. The new Burst character on the 13th. And then a campaign character on the 20th. I'm pretty sure this is referring to Iroha. Next on the producer notes is the change of the monthly missions timing. So the monthly missions were always released as the Choco boards in a fixed timing, which was usually on the 1st and the 16th of the month. But starting November, the timings are going to be changed so that they can match the dates with the events and with banners. So, for example, the first half of the boards will be featured on for November will be on October 30th, and then the second half will be on November 3rd. Then over here on the bottom, it's also mentioned that like events and story chapters, they always begin at the end of the month, while the monthly missions begin at the start of the month. So there was like this sort of problem where you needed to use characters that were featured in the event and the story, and that was kind of troubling for some players because they had to recomplete the missions. So now this change in the missions is going to make it easier to progress. And then over here, this is talking about buffs and debuffs. So the debuff count has now been changed from 6 to 8, and it's mentioned that like calls and LDs have led to these situations where characters can't be utilized properly because of the lack of space for like buffs and for debuffs. So the update is going to change that and make it so that more more LDs and more calls will be reliable. And then on the bottom, we have our monthly gifts. So we have 5,000 gems, 5 armor tokens, 20 tickets, and 1 power stone. These will be distributed from October 30th through November 6th. So make sure you pick them up at the appointed time. So that covers up everything for, sorry, not for Opera Omnia, for November of 2020. Can't believe it's November so far. And with how, like, horrible this year has been with, like, the pandemic, I'm kind of hoping that, you know, things are going to be better in 2021. I'm not going to get my hopes up too high, though. But, yeah, so that covers up everything for November, or for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you are excited about for this month, and I will see you all next time.